Hello, dear ones. Over the last few days, I have felt this level of anxiety inside of me and just a feeling of nervousness. And when I really check in, I can feel that all the things that are happening in our world right now that's making it feel kind of crazy and insane, whether it's the coronavirus or stock markets plummeting or toilet paper scares or the environment, politics, all these things that are really up in the world today, there's this just energy around the planet of hopelessness and fear for the future. And the other day, I just worked from bed, which was the kindest thing I could do for myself. And then I had a conversation with my dear friend Janine Barnett the other day, and we reminded each other that we've had this privilege over the last couple decades to have the time and the energy and the resources to really do our own inner work and to develop the tools to really calm our nervous systems down and just to remember that we're all one, that we're all interconnected, and all the events on the news are showing us that. And we can use these great skills we've developed as lightworkers and healers and coaches and leaders to really send out that calming energy and that positive energy, starting with ourselves. So today I was just inspired to gather as many of us together as we can and do a prayer for the planet. And I'd love for everyone to share this. I just have this vision of, 100 of us or 1,000 or 10,000 of us could be really doing our own work of keeping ourselves in a good, calm, centered state and remembering that we have that ability to share our love and share our light, that we could help to just counteract some of the fear and anxiety going around on the planet. So I'm so happy for all of you who have joined me, and you can be doing this on your own and in your own circles, in your own individual locations, but it also feels really good to me to do this together. And so I'm just going to invite everyone to get comfortable and really feel like you can nestle your back into wherever you're sitting or you're lying down. Just close your eyes. Yeah, and just as soon as I do that, I see oftentimes a sigh bubbles up or my shoulders drop down. I often notice that I'm breathing. And I'd like you to just send that message to your own body that you're here, you're present, you're paying attention, and to check in and see what has been stirred up inside of you as you listen to the news or overhear people talking or looking on your Facebook news feed. And I always check in as sensation in my body. So just noticing my shoulders feel a little tight. My heart feels a little jumpy. But check in for yourself. What sensations are going on in your body? And just bring your hand to touch that part of your body. And I'd like you to invite in with me. I'm calling in our wise inner women, our wise inner men. I'm calling in our light and our love, remembering the truth of who we are as powerful beings, as life moving through this human body. And that we call upon ourselves to really step into our power and to come together with compassion and healing and love and light. And I'd like to invite in all the angelic beings, all of our guides, all of our helpers, everyone who is working on behalf of this planet. May all of our unseen helpers, all of the activists, all of the light workers, all of the humans who believe in kindness and respect and caring, may we contribute our energy and our power. I'd like you to breathe into your body. And if you have had that feeling of anxiousness or hopelessness or helplessness or constriction, to consciously invite that light and that love to rise within you and expand within you. And give yourself these few minutes to just refill and recharge. Often I picture my higher self putting her hand on my forehead, on my heart, and using her imagery and her energy to help raise my energy. And tap into the deep Mama Earth energy. Allow myself to be filled in that way. And once you feel that you're in a place of stronger light, you're glowing, you feel your heart full and uplifted, you remember that love, you remember that you're safe, you're okay, you're breathing, you have shelter, you have clothes, you have food, you have inner and outer resources. I'd like you to picture that in this circle of whoever's listening to my voice now or who may listen to it later, that we just start passing this energy in a circle around the globe. So we're going to go to the west. I'm picturing where I am in Colorado and just passing this energy over towards California and across the the Pacific Ocean, and hitting New Zealand and Australia and Japan and China, and over through India and the Middle East and Africa and Europe, and then coming back across the Atlantic Ocean to the east coast of the United States, the east coast of Mexico and South America. And just for those of us on this call that we're anchoring this energy, anchoring this dream where we are physically located on that wave and that vortex we're sending to each other, and that as more and more people listen to this meditation, that they fill in more and more points on the globe. And my prayer for this planet is that each of us remembers that we are one, that we're interconnected, that we're only as strong as our weakest or sickest or hungriest member of humanity. And if I cannot take a physical action to support someone in need, then I can share my energy. And so my prayer is that if you're feeling hopeless or helpless, that you hear our prayer and you know that we care. That if you're feeling that temptation to point your finger and blame another person, another country, to blame authority figures, the clerk in the grocery store who can't help you or get you what you need, that you take that moment to reset and come back into compassion and understanding and inner peace. That you take personal responsibility, just this act of devoting some of our time and love and energy is an act of power. My prayer for those who are sick is that you find the healing, you find the solace that you need. My prayer for those who are hungry is that you find the food, you find the resources, and find the help you need. My prayer for those who do not have a home, that you find some shelter and that you find a way to be at home in your own body and in your heart. My prayer for those who do not have money or who are feeling worried and anxious about money is to know that you have inner resources, that there are places and people you can turn to who care, and that all of us are re-examining what it is we need, what it is we take, what it is that we can give and share. My prayer for all the politicians and for people in power is that you see through the eyes of oneness, that you remember that we have more similarities than we do differences, that there is always a creative solution to any problem. And my prayer for this planet itself, Mother Earth, is that you can feel those of us who are awake and aware of the burden we've placed on you to support humanity. And that we may offer some of our love and respect back to you, whether it's in small choices we make around not using single-use plastics or recycling or composting or using alternative energy sources, or whether we're sharing our love and energy by putting our hands and feet on the earth and reminding you that we do love you and we do care and we do appreciate you sustaining us. And so I'd like all of us who are part of this prayer to just imagine that we are just cleaning the energy around the planet, that all through the atmosphere and the ozone, that we can just breathe life and light and compassion and love into the atmosphere, that just like we might go to an energy healer and clear and clean our own energy field, our own aura, that we can also picture doing this collectively for Mother Earth. And may we use whatever doubts, whatever fears, whatever worries we have. And we recycle that energy and help us wake up to what's going on in this planet, wake up to all the ways the old systems are breaking down so that something new can be born, something that has some more balance and harmony, a way of living that we're in tune with ourselves, we're in our integrity, we share kindness and respect with each other, we share our resources, and that we can bring together the masculine and the feminine. We can bring together different communities and cities and countries. We can bring together all the healers and light workers and leaders around the planet to come up with creative and sustainable solutions. And so I'd like you to put your attention one more time back on your body and just check in and see how you feel after you've taken a few minutes to pay attention to your own wants and needs, your own desires. And then make that energetic connection with other like-minded and like-hearted people to send energy to those in need and to Mother Earth and her atmosphere itself. And I'd just like to invite you over the next few days or months to take those moments to drop in and reconnect with yourself, reconnect with each other, reconnect with our planet, with our humanity. And when you're ready to open your eyes, to just picture the love and the light streaming out of your eyes into the next person you meet, the next animal you come in contact with, the next flower or tree, the skies, the mountains, the ocean, whatever is around you in nature. And I just want to thank you and just say that the light inside of me really sees that light inside of you, and I know that there's so much possibility when we're all tapped in and we're all working on the same team. So thank you, everyone. I would love for you to pass this prayer meditation on. I'd love to hear from you in the comment box of how you're doing and how we're feeling, and let's just stay connected and continue to send out our love and light. Take care, everyone.